What's up, everybody? I'm Super Can B here with my brother Chase, and this is Bros Talk Baseball. Today we have a former guest back on the show, Dawson Wright. Welcome back, sir. How you doing today?
I'm doing pretty okay. I mean, Trout just went on the DL, so that's pretty depressing.
Oof. Angels are gonna miss him for sure. That was our only hope of being in somewhat of a playoff race, and now that he's down, honestly, you hate to see it. All right, Dawson, we know who you are. If the viewers forgot, can you just give us a little 2-sentence explanation of what you do, who you are, what you about?
So I run a baseball media website called The Pitch Runner.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's basically just like a baseball blog place as well.
Nice.
And a few things coming up, but you'll just have to wait and see.
Ooh, leaving the fans in suspension.
So we're going to talk about some of the players in MLB. If they're overrated or underrated, what people say about them.
We're going to take them, we're going to put them in the ringer, we're going to label them, and we're going to say, at the end of the year, do you think that's an overrating or an underrating based on our predictions? Correct?
Correct.
Kind of like that. Sweet. You ready, Dawson?
I'm ready.
Perfect. Let's get into it. Javier Baez of the Chicago Cubs. He's been having a great season so far this year. Let me just throw some stats out there. He's batting .298 with 25 home runs, 88 RBIs, 19 stolen bases to go along with that. Plus, he has a great glove, great arm. He's always making the highlight reel. People are talking about a potential MVP season out of this guy, putting him in the top 3 at least so far in the NL. We'll start with you, Chase. Do you think this is overrated or underrated?
Well, Cameron, I don't want to be biased here, but I think he is underrated.
Underrated?
Yes.
Oh, what's the bias about it?
It was just a pun. Bias.
I can't.
He was a prospect coming up, big time prospect, right? He's been carrying Bryant when Bryant was on the DL. Rizzo hasn't been himself. He's been all right, but not himself. He's been pretty much carrying that offense, so.
Yeah, I mean, you got a point there. Dawson, what you got?
I have him currently in third place.
Third place?
MVP voting. I have Nolan Arenado at 1 in the NL, and I have Freddie Freeman at 2. Baez at 3, and then not that far behind is Lorenzo Cain, which might sound a little weird, but I mean, he's saying 298, has a 4.2 WAR, really good defensively, 390 on base percentage. So Lorenzo Cain and Christian Yelich, both of them aren't that far behind Baez. But really, it's all about Nolan Arenado for me. 308 average. He has a WRC plus of 144. It's not really that close.
Now, if you look at it with the numbers, it's Nolan Arenado, I think, for me too. So I would say Javier Baez overrated as far as like at the end of the year, an MVP winner. But I want to throw this name, Christian Yelich, in the mix here. Came in with so much hype and has been delivering. And now he's put him in the playoff run. And I think what an MVP does for you is he gives you the chance to make the playoffs. He's the most valuable person on your team. He's the face of the team, and he delivers, I think.
We kind of have to decide what MVP is. Is it just the best player in the league, or is it the best player on a playoff team? Like, that really depends. I just see it as the best player in that league, AL or NL, right? Mm-hmm. So for me, it's Nolan Arenado. It doesn't really matter what happens with the Rockies at all.
Okay.
Christian Yelich is really good, but not up there with Nolan Arenado or.
But I think if you look at precedent, remember, I mean, us Dodger fans know because it happened to Matt Kemp. Matt Kemp put up a way better season than Ryan Braun in 2011. Ryan Braun won it because the Milwaukee Brewers were going to the playoffs. The Dodgers were stuck at 500 ball.
So baseball, it's tough because, like basketball, MVP should be the best player on a contending team because there's only 5 players on the court and you can literally carry your team. In baseball, you can't really carry a team like that. You have a lot of team players. You got to do a lot for the club,
It's the most valuable player.
So the most valuable player would be probably the one who makes the most impact in the league.
I think the one that makes the most impact for your team. If your team is going to be the worst team in the league without you on it, then you're the MVP of your team pretty much and the league because you add the most value to your team. So let's go on to our next player, Luis Severino. Luis Severino started off the year with a legitimate Cy Young. One one of the favorites in the Cy Young race as far as the AL division goes. And then lately has been struggling as the Yankees have been struggling. So he has a 3.11 ERA, 15-5 record in 24 games on 167 strikeouts and 150 innings pitched. I got the stats up right here. I think people are still saying he has a shot at Cy Young, top 5 guy right now. Do you see him turning around, Dawson? What do you think?
Well, turning around, I can't really predict. I don't know what his plans are to try and get better. But in the American League Cy Young, no. I think AL Cy Young should be either Trevor Bauer or Chris Sale. Those are really the best 2 pitchers in the American League, and it's not really that close. So
I think it goes those 2, Trevor Bauer and Sale, and then Verlander and Cole, and then Severino is like hanging around still a little bit. Yeah. Chase, what about you?
I don't even see him in like top 7.
Dang, dude. So overrated.
Yeah, overrated. The problem with Severino, he's got command issues. And if you're going to win a Cy Young, you can't have command issues throughout the year. Corey Kluber's done it every single year because he's able to locate his sinker. Severino started off the year with command of that fastball. 98 on the corners, that's pretty disgusting. But now he's been leaving it over the plate, and good for him if he turns it around. But right now he's top 7 or maybe top 7.
Maybe top 7. All right, let's move on to Jose Ramirez. Jose Ramirez, killing the game. But it's kind of a sleeper MVP pick in the AL. Hitting 296, 33 home runs, 83 RBIs, 27 stolen bases too. He could steal as well. He has a WAR of 7.2. Let's be honest, it's in the AL, and there's a lot of MVP candidates in the AL. We got Mike Trout. You got Mookie Betts, you got JD Martinez. It's pretty impacted. Putting up a good season regardless. Some would even say he has a chance at the AL MVP at the end of the year. What do you think, overrated or underrated on that statement, Dawson?
I think that's about right. I mean, he has a chance, but I think Mike Trout should have won MVP every single year he's been in the league, pretty much. Even Miguel Cabrera's Triple Crown year.
Oh, what?
That's just how good Mike Trout is. Like, you could make the argument that he could have won that year. Jose Ramirez is really close behind. He's not quite there. It depends how Trout does when he comes back from his just now injury. But I would say for my AL MVP, I would go Trout 1, Jose Ramirez 2, Mookie Betts 3. And then probably like Lindor 4.
What about you, Chase?
I see him number 2 right now. And I see Mookie Betts number 1. And I see JD Martinez 3. I see Mike Trout falling out. This isn't in my opinion. This is what's going to happen. I think Mike Trout's not even going to be top 3. Yeah.
Whoa, dude. In the voting at the end of the year, he's going to be top 3? Oh!
Like, dude, their team's not in contention. He's on a DL.
Doesn't matter, though.
Look at the numbers. Like,
it doesn't matter. It honestly doesn't matter. He's better than everybody.
But that's what's gonna happen. Like, as much as I wanted to say it's not gonna happen, it's what's gonna happen.
It's tough to compete with Mookie Betts, who's hitting 343 on the season. Just hit for the cycle the other day. He's on one of the best Red Sox teams in their history. And then you got JD Martinez too, who's on that same team, who's also in the Triple Crown hunt. That's insane. Those 2 guys alone put up a case for MVP. And then Jose Ramirez, and then Mike Trout. It's like, man. I think Mike Trout will definitely finish top 3 in voting, though. I'm going overrated on Jose Ramirez. I think he falls off. He's been slowing down. I don't see him keeping it up.
He's almost 30-30 right now. He's almost 30-30 right now.
Well, yeah. Cool, like so was freaking Will Myers. Will Myers did a 30-30 year.
He's batting 300. His WAR 7.2.
Yeah, that's not gonna cut it in the AL. It's too many candidates. Okay, yeah. Next. The A's, they have like 4 closers on their team now. They just traded closer after closer after closer. But the one that reigns superior, Chase, Blake Treinen. He has a sub-1 ERA, unbelievable. 5-2 record, 29 saves though. That's the one that dampers a little bit. And I'm thinking he might be the best closer in the league. Is that overrated or underrated?
Overrated.
Who's better?
Probably Kimbrel.
Kimbrel?
Yeah. Treinen, he's a great pitcher. When you're saying best closer, you mean like in the regular season, or like what happens when he goes to the playoffs? Do you think he's gonna produce what he's doing now?
No. I'm talking about like in the league right now. Game 162. He's the best closer.
That's tough. I don't.
Dawson, who'd you got?
Yeah, I probably have Treinen at number 1.
You can't deny his splitter is disgusting.
He'll have 10 runs on the year, and only 6 of them are earned.
That's unbelievable. He doesn't have the saves to compete with like the top closers like Edwin Diaz and we said Kimbrel and stuff like that. Like as far as saves go, but the fact that you're .93 ERA, that's incredible. I think he has 76 strikeouts and 58 innings pitched.
He has 11.8 strikeout per 9.
Edwin Diaz has the top saves in the league right now. He has 43 saves, Edwin Diaz, and he's got 2 ERA.
Well, the Mariners have like the most one-run games in the league. Again, more save opportunities. It's not just wins, right?
Yeah, you got to factor that in.
They just steamroll everybody.
No.
Right?
And he has 3 losses.
Like the saves don't mean much because you can say that he has.
It's like pitching wins. You know, you just kind of get lucky.
Looking for the BS blown saves.
Say like 3 blown saves.
Yeah. Okay. So Edwin has 3. Let's see how many Treinen has.
He has 4 blown saves.
Oh. 4 blown
See?
saves.
See what I'm saying?
But how is his ERA at .93?
Because when he blows it, he blows it. When he shuts it down, he shuts it down. It's actually interesting because you said he only had 6 earned runs and he has 4 blown saves.
You could still blow a save, but like on not earned runs. If you blow a save, you blow a save. But if your defense isn't playing for you, then it's not really your fault. You know, you got the out.
4 of the runs are earned on.
Yeah,
that's true.
That could be the 4 blown saves right there.
Well,
all right, let's wrap it up. It's been a long video, but thank you, Dawson, for hopping on the show with us again today. It was good having you.
No problem.
Oh, you gotta go check out Dawson's stuff. He's got some nice videos. He's got the nice baseball media site, The Pinch Runner. Go check him out on Instagram. He's the guy, honestly. Like, what? Right?
it's a good,
Yeah. All right. This is Bro Talk Baseball. Like, subscribe, and follow us on Instagram if you want some more baseball content. We will see you later. Peace. Closer after closer after closer. But the one that reigns superior, Chase. Blake Treinen. Treinen?
Blake Treinen.
Ah!
Treinen.
Treinen. I knew I was gonna mess it up. You should have just said it and I was gonna follow your lead.
Said it.